right, so we are recording. So today, I thought since we have the singing librarian here visiting us, and I thought we'd have a moment. We talk about the importance of story times. So we have Emily in here who does our story time, and then Joel from Kenton County Public Library System. Well, it's not system, from Kenton County Public Library. And I thought I'd pick your brains, guys, on the importance of story time. What's that look for? That look of whatever.
Because you set me up for a
I
podcast.
am setting you
I thought
up.
we were just talking about Joel.
No, Joel likes to talk about Joel. We are here to talk about our brand and the importance of story times. And I would say, my question to both of you to start off with, what do you both like most about doing a story time?
Okay, I'll let Mr. Joel go first.
Well, I will defer my time to Joel. What do you enjoy about Joel?
Do you do singing and reading all the time, or do you just...
No, actually, in my story time, it's not a story time. I mean, it's like going to a restaurant and say, I'll have a Coke. But it's, in some places, a Coke means lots of different things. Okay. And so, yeah, I don't read in my story time. And
Okay.
so you call it a story time, but really it's more of I don't know, like an activity. Mm-hmm. And over the years, it's morphed into, things that I've been interested in, like, music and call and response. So it's changed into more of rhythm, singing, and just movement, and so I don't know. I guess I enjoy just getting up there and just having a few things in mind to do, and then just seeing where it goes. Mm-hmm. So a lot of it is just improvising, and it just depends on the kids, their mood for that day, and it's very liberating if it works. Sometimes, it'll crash and burn, and it's like with anything. But it depends on their mood. So typical time is just like we start out with taking requests, and so kids will like name out songs, and then we'll just write them down, and then we do a lot of stuff that we did today, which is just getting them connected, like following a beat and rhythm, which is it carries over into reading too, and mm-hmm. So to reading a book, you're just kind of focusing on the words, and a lot of books are very rhythmic, whether it's Dr. Seuss or the one I read today, the Willems book, it's just, it's how you read it. And so that carries over too. And so, I don't know, over the years, I've just kind of squished that piece of clay into something that I enjoy doing. And it's, again, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's a very improvisational experience. And I think the kids kind of pick up on that, you just, have them repeat something, and you can. I love being wild and loud and everything too, and finding different implements to use. The horn was a new acquisition.
That was funny.
So anything old and sort of beat up helps out too. So I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty going on.
Okay, so we'll come back and talk about the call and response. Emily, what do you enjoy about story time?
I think it's the reaction I get from the kids when they come in every week, and then how excited they are to be there. And then I've been finding some newer books that are pretty funny, and the kids, when they react to how funny those are. Mm-hmm. So we just laugh for 5 minutes straight, and then we have to get back on track.
They're a very smart audience, but their attention span is fickle. Yeah. So they're very intelligent, but it's hard to keep them on. So that makes me think of the call and response, because how is that important? And when you're working with those kids, so like for example, today you're explaining 4 beats and what this means. We're going to clap on the first one, and they were getting it almost instinctively. How is that important?
Wow. I think it was following like a direction following directions is just a real basic part of just literacy and just like just with everything, like there's a lot of emphasis on getting ready for kindergarten and all that, sort of just preparing for this and that. And I think I did not major in child development. some of this was covered in library school, but that was like so long ago, so a lot of that I've forgotten. But I feel like if somebody can hear something and repeat it back, that's I don't know. There is a value in that. Maybe if you can hear somebody clap 2 times and then you clap 2 times, that's building the foundation for just opening up a book and reading. And I don't know. Learning through play is one of my biggest I don't know, directives, I guess you might say. So yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe there should be another podcast, bringing in somebody saying the importance of call and response. What does that do? And so, I can be totally honest. I don't know what that does to the brain. Maybe it's a bad thing, but I feel like it's at least.
No, it didn't seem like a bad thing.
Yeah, but maybe starting a musical instrument too. That's music has been a huge part of my life, and so being able to, hear something and repeat it is a nice sort of like springboard into whatever you want to, take on as far as a musical instrument. So I don't know. That's a good one. I'm going to have to do some research into that. Yeah.
Well, and you both also do go to schools a lot. And what is that experience like going into going into a classroom? And
I like going to the middle school and seeing the kids. They're funny, but they're also kind of punky.
Yeah, no, well, they're middle
But they
schoolers.
do follow the directions and they do participate whenever it is I bring. And the high schoolers aren't. I like going there too.
Yes.
If I was ever to become a teacher, it'd be middle school, probably teacher.
Yeah. Well, and the middle school is kind of fun because you tend to have a lot of STEM competitions.
Yeah.
And that seems to work very well for them.
Competition's good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what motivates them. I mean,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so it's it's fun, and you're not very long in the building. Joel, what about you when you visit a school to perform, walking in 9:00 on a Monday?
Great question. Usually, you're treated like the special guest, the substitute teacher. That's like, oh, right, we don't have to think, for 20 minutes. But so usually, if you're seeing the same like classrooms, from every other month or whatever, usually you develop a good relationship, and they're usually pretty happy for a commercial break, from your regularly scheduled programming and everything. And so, yeah, really, I mean, that was super fun. I don't visit as often as I used to. Now it's more of like a, here and there. But yeah, that's really fun. Just going and just chatting about what's going on at the library, and of course, yeah, doing music. And then I remember bringing my pretty good joke book along with outreach, and it's like, oh man, that's something too. Is just like humor is so effective for teaching. So I feel like I have accomplished something if a kid can go home, sit at the dinner table, and say, and just like get the family's attention to say, what kind of cheese doesn't belong to you? And then you say, nacho cheese, or what do the hot dogs say when you cross the finish line? I'm the wiener. And so, people roll their eyes and, rub their foreheads and everything when they hear stuff like that. But that is super, super important for child development. I mean, according to me.
It's it's disarming.
Yeah. And but so some kid that can rattle off a handful of jokes, that's their exercising, creativity and of course, sense of humor, and so
knowing when to be funny is the hardest part about growing up. Picking your spots is a lesson in life that's important to learn.
Yeah, there's lots of things you can pick. Yeah, so man, I just say to anybody who's listening out there, yeah, you've got to pursue your interests, incorporate them into if you're programming or whatever, and you'll find that you create something that is uniquely yourself, and nobody else can do it just like that. And I don't know. So yeah.
I am always impressed how quick the kids are to pick up. Like just even today when you're kidding around
Yeah.
they're 3 years old and they're picking up that you're not serious. Like, you know, they're
Yeah.
picking those cues up at a
Yeah.
very, very, you know, early age and stuff like that. Okay, I've got 2 more questions for you all to wrap this up. So this question is to both of you. I'll start with you, Emily. What program are you looking forward to this summer?
The car show.
The car show, and that will be in July. Who knows?
Yeah,
We
who
have
knows what's going to happen?
We have no way of telling. So it's like a
Yes.
classic car show. We're gonna do what else are we doing that
Any
day?
kind of car you want to show off that day.
Yeah. So Joel, bring your car
And then we're going to have a petting zoo.
and a petting zoo.
What kind of car do you have?
Oh, it's too exotic to mention. I'm afraid. Yeah, it's a 2019 flaming red dual exhaust
Ooh.
Honda Civic.
Wow.
Yeah, we bring that out. People are coming
Next
from
to your
miles.
Accord.
Yeah. Oh my! Next to the Accord. Ooh, people are coming from miles around.
Yes.
It is a trailer queen.
Yeah.
Trailer queen.
People will just be like, "Wow, I've never seen these
Put
before."
that thing on the road.
And maybe if we get ourselves a Camry next to it, it would just be kind of just.
Or doesn't Sean drive a Camry?
We good. There we go. Or maybe like maybe some drives a Ford F-150. Those are popular too. We'll put that next to
I
it.
miss
Just
the
kinda
Jeep.
Jeep, just a
I
yellow.
have a Jeep.
You have a Jeep? Yeah. I used to have a Jeep.
Emily's very excited
did?
about it.
Yeah, didn't you have a Jeep?
Yeah, a Jeep Cherokee though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it had the inline 6. It had the cool engine.
And the Focus?
Focus was
I'm glad I said it correctly, too. Yeah.
yes, exactly. The Focus. That is the
Oh,
name.
sure.
Everyone knows that's the proper name. That's the plural name. Okay, Joel, what are you excited about for this summer?
Well, I'm sure that Sean will edit this out because it's like a different library system, you know. So, of course, we have our 20th anniversary of our haunted library coming up this
Oh.
October. 20 years, man. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's a lot of fun. Summer reading, we had our kickoff this past Saturday. Yeah, a lot of fun. We really made a big production out of that thing. And
What'd you have for a snack?
Yeah.
You know, what kind of food?
What'd you do?
Yeah, what'd you do? Tell us about
Tell
it.
us more.
oh, let's see. You know what?
How many people did you have?
You told me 800.
Yeah. Snack. You know what?
Bring it, Gallatin.
I think we may have.
If we had 800, that'd be 10% of the county.
Now, just a minute, folks. I'm trying to think of the snack. The snack. We might have had. I think we had popcorn, but I was in the meeting room we had a zip line in the meeting room.
Okay, nice.
And Kenny and I were doing that thing. Super fun. And
Sounds a little rent. But
yeah, I think we had
In there.
popcorn.
I have pictures of kids crashing into the wall while Joel and Kenny try to figure out what the proper speed and distance is.
No, it has
Whoops.
it has a break at the end. It's like it's spring, so it hits the spring and it like.
I still picture just children just full speed.
Oh, it was great.
Everyone's leaving the room
We don't need a
crying.
break.
It totally worked, you know, and so that was
Blood,
great.
tears, and teeth are all over the floor.
So you made it yourself?
No. We bought it, but it was.
Well, Mr. Fry.
Yeah, that's what I want. You all with access to a zip line in our building.
It does work. You know, proper installment is key, but it can work anywhere.